I know it's been a long time. I've always come here as a place of being honest. Whenever I do a video, it's kind of like my vulnerable self. And I haven't been creating art. And it's taken me a little while to understand why. And last night I understood why. So I actually have kind of like 3 jobs that I make money at. One's art, well actually, I don't know, there's like 5 or 6 actually. One's art, one's teaching, one is playing poker, one is selling antiques, one is selling supplies. And then I do other things, but if you look at my videos and where they stop, and also on Instagram where I stop, I mean, I've done a little bit, but I know what happened and I don't know how to fix it except just to do it. And it feels very uncomfortable for me. Sorry, this video is just going to be, I didn't really plan on doing this. It's just that the realization came to me this morning and last night, and I'm like, enough. I'm going to make art. So I'm actually working on 9 paintings right now, but this book is something that I was working on. Not when I fell apart, but like when I stopped. So I sold a lot of my art at my last studio sale, and that's when I quit painting. That's when I quit making art. And I guess here's the deal. I make a decent amount of money, not a lot, but I make enough money doing other things, more money than I do at my art. When I was in the gallery, I made pretty good money, but still I only got half. So I thought selling my paintings for half or even a third here with a limited walkability, people coming in, was fair, because I don't have the foot traffic. I don't have the, the people coming in. But what I realized after selling some bigger paintings is that I do. And I've been cutting myself short. And it's not about money. It's about this. I make more money playing poker and selling antiques than I do selling my art. But there's no emotional expenditure with the other stuff. So I've been doing the other stuff because then I don't have to be vulnerable. I don't have to tell people prices and feel uncomfortable for getting what I deserve. I don't have to sell paintings for less than what I think they're worth. And it's easier just to hide and not do anything than to sell for less than what I think I'm worth. And this is getting on my nerves, because what's happening is I'm just avoiding painting so that nobody will buy anything. So nobody can buy anything because there's nothing to buy. But the whole reason I wanted to do art is to share myself and my journey and what I learned and how healing art was for me. And still is, but like I'm in a different place. I'm super happy, and I'm happy alone. I'm not in a relationship. And that's usually when I'd be happy. I'm like, oh, I'm in a relationship. Somebody loves me. Yay. I'm not that person anymore. I love myself, and I don't even know if I'll ever be in a relationship again. I don't really know. Like, people say, don't you miss it? No, not really. I mean, trust me, if the right person walks through my door and they're like where I am and they're just happy and we love each other, I'm going for it. It'll be scary as hell, but I'll do it. But, oh, you know where I'm getting on that topic. I'm happy. So, and art did that for me. It healed some broken parts in me. It's, if you've been here for a while, you know what I'm talking about. I think I started this when I was still healing. So I was working out some of the stuff still. And now I feel like I've worked through it all. But you know what? I guarantee when I get into a relationship, if I do, that is going to be some serious. I hope I'm in the video. I'm just like, what I'm trying to do is just cover. This was an ugly book. I hate all the color in it. I don't like earth tones. I like earth tones in real life, but not in art. In fact, you will not find any earth tone paintings in my house. I just don't. It's not my thing. I can look at them. I don't know why. not for me. So anyway, but I liked the size of this book, and I thought it'd be really fun to do a super small collaged book. So that's what I'm doing. And this is this, it's like, I was going to say stupid, but it's not. It's a silly, meaningless little thing. I couldn't even finish it. Like literally, I think I just froze up, and you know, and I don't want to sound ungrateful because some of the people I sold paintings to, I sold paintings that I didn't want to sell. One woman in particular. And I'm super happy that she is the one that has my painting. So it's not like that. And she paid me fairly. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't feel sad about it. And, you know, if I let it go, it means it was time to go, and they appreciated it more and they needed it. But I now realize that, and that's the other thing is when I go to the canvas, I'm already thinking of a price, who will buy it, and I'm altering my way, thinking about these things. And I got to stop thinking about that because I want to get back to where I began. And that was just like to create for creation's sake and not think about any of that. Because in the beginning, I didn't even think my paintings would ever sell. So I was just creating from this place of, I want to get back there. That's what I'm saying. So that's part one. While this is drying, I know this is probably boring, but I figure I need to update, and I probably should turn the camera on myself, except that I'm wearing a t-shirt and underwear because that's how I paint in the morning, like that. I don't know. I feel silly standing here without doing that. So maybe I'll get dressed and we'll just do this because I have other things to say. So I'll be back in a little bit. I changed my mind because I don't want to stop painting, and I'm not, well, I'm going to use a bad word, but I'm not messing with that. I'm just going to keep talking and keep going. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. So here's the deal. I've taken some road trips doing sourcing antique trips. I did a vlog. I did it in December. I've been hesitant to post it because I never, like, I ended with, I'll show you my new studio. And then a whole bunch of freaking life happened. And it took me forever to move into the studio. It was like COVID and kid with COVID. And then it was a car accident, which I just finished physical therapy for. And I'm still in pain from it. But, I mean, it's tolerable. It's not a big deal. And so I felt stupid posting something that, oh, I didn't, you know, like, it's so funny because I didn't even finish it, but I'm going to, and I kind of moved in, but then I would have to explain, like, people get in my head, and I thought I was past all of this, but apparently I'm not. Because people get in my head, they're like, oh, you have a lot of stuff. Yeah, I am trying to open a shop where you can buy things because I feel like living a creative life, you can't just live it off of one thing. You know, you can't wait for a painting to sell. And I don't want to because, like I said, I'm not selling for cheap anymore. I used to create a bunch and sell them cheap and I would make money. And people were like, oh, you know, I love that I could afford your art. And I am glad too. So I kept making it, kept doing it. But you know what? I got to make a living too. And then this happens. I have to make a living a different way because I'm selling my art for cheap. Anyway, I hate to be talking about money because it's not important to me, but you need it to live. I am raising kids. They're going to be going to college soon. It's a thing. And, you know. So anyway, yeah, where was I? Oh, so I did this vlog and then I felt embarrassed, but I'm going to actually post it after this. And you'll just have to understand that this channel has to evolve. I miss it and I want to start posting, and I'm going to start posting, but it's going to have to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit more vloggy. You're going to have to get some antiques, some thrifting. I'll do a home tour to show you like what I'm into and where I've been, because I have been working. It's just, I've been working on my resale business instead of, you know, painting and stuff, which it's fine. So long story short is there's going to be days where I'm painting, and often, honestly, I'm not going to lie, I often go from one thing to the other. Like, I'll go to the studio, I'll paint. As things are drying, I'll leave, I'll go thrifting, and then I'll list some stuff on eBay and wherever. And then, oh, I also have an antique booth, and I also consign with a couple antique stores. And I'm about to start another booth, but then I didn't, because I was like, okay, I'm overdone, and this is moving further and further away from art, and I don't want to keep moving further away from art. So long story short, no, I didn't. Okay, so let's just make something. And this is just house paint. I buy house paint cheap, and then I pour it into these because it works. And I can see what color it is because I don't know. I bought another 3 the other day. Finally got pink. So now every time I say pink, I get like a knee-jerk reaction. I did not know I said pink strange. I still don't hear what people are saying, but more than, it started with one person, and then my daughter's like, well, yeah, and duh, you say a lot of words weird. And I'm like, really? I don't know where it comes from. I don't know. I didn't go to school a lot when I was a kid. We were moved all over. We were homeless at points. Like, I mean, not homeless. We had a home. It just wasn't much of a home. So anyway, long story short, I didn't go to 8th grade. And people say, at least in college, when I talk to an instructor, he's like, yeah, that's like key year. But he's like, I don't think anybody ever cared about your education. So, and that's true. I went to schools that they were more worried about the gangs and us surviving the day than oh, this is not good. My paintbrushes are at the studio. I've been moving. I'm telling you. Oh, look, there's some. Hold on. I'm coming back. I can't get to it. Oh my God. Okay, never mind. We're just going to go with it. So, I don't know. Anyway, pink. I still don't hear it. I don't know. Whatever. I forget what I was talking about. I'm very ADD. That's another thing. I did not know I was ADHD until, like, I made a good friend. In fact, we almost dated. I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to talk about that. My neighbor's starting to play the guitar. That's another thing. I started learning the piano because my kids have been taking lessons for a long time. And I decided to start learning the piano. And that was fun. But then, like with everything else, I got in my own way. So I'm getting back to that too, which is super fun. So with this, I'm just going to do a cloud. Okay, that one's, so now I have 3 things going. I forget what I was talking about. I'm really kind of a mess right now because I just woke up and I'm not feeling good. I'm going to go to the studio and I'm going to work on this canvas. Point of the fact is, or point of the matter, whatever you want to say, is I know this is probably really boring today, but it's important to me to actually just come on and say it. I'll probably delete it later, but just thanks for those who have stuck around when there's been no content. I miss it. I miss conversing. I miss the community, and I'm going to get back to it, but it's going to be different. It's not going to just be art. It's going to be a little bit of everything. So often I'll start my day. That's where I was. See, I come back. I'll do paintings, and then I'll leave, thrift, and then maybe end up at the poker table, and then that's my day. you know, I see what I feel like that day. I do appreciate the fact, especially when I grew up the way I did, where I had to work so hard. And in fact, I was working from the time I was a preteen for my family, you know, that I'm able to live this life. And I do get child support. That definitely helps too. All of the things come together, and I make a little money in all the different places, and I'm happy with that. I don't need a lot. So, I forget what my point is. Anyway, you're going to come along with me for my days, and some days will be more painty, some days will be more antiquing and thrifting, and some days will be more, well, you can't see poker because you can't record in there. Maybe I'll try to sneak a few little things in. But that's me, and let me know your thoughts. Are you still here? Are you interested? You're going to see my face more too. I'm just going to do more vloggy stuff, like spend a day with me, and I'll probably post a couple times a week. That is the plan. I don't know if it'll happen, but I do miss you guys, and the vulnerability that I used to share here, because I don't really do it anywhere else. I'm kind of a loner. I don't spend a lot of time with other people. And it's strange. I actually just really like it. I don't know. I've changed so much. We'll talk about that another day because I'm just rambling, and I'm going to finish this little book, at least get it ready, and then I'll bring you along for the process. So, okay, I'm going to go. Bye.